Good morning, children. This is the chapter respiratory system. So already I have given you the explanation about the aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, and then we had discussed about the uh, respiratory system in human beings. Then I have given you the explanation how we breathe in and how we breathe out, as well as what is breathing, what is a breathing rate. So all these things we had already discussed. Now a mechanism of breathing also we have done, that how when we breathe the lungs inside the ribs get expand, the diaphragm shows the movement upward, and then we breathe in, and then we give the breath out also, so the chest cavity becomes larger. So children, you can see in that diagram also, here is the diaphragm. So diaphragm contract, it is going up when we are taking breath in. You can do that by your own also. When we are breathing, the diaphragm goes up, and when we are breathing out, then the diaphragm, it comes down. So diaphragm contract and diaphragm relaxes. During inhalation, the diaphragm contract, and during exhalation the diaphragm relaxed. As well as the size of the rib also, the size of the lungs inside the ribs also increases. So this type of problem, this type of system occur inside the body. So this is the breathing out and breathing up. So this is all about that. Now there are some differences between the respiration and breathing. As I have told you in the beginning only, children, that respiration is when the food gets consumed inside the body and then it gives the energy. And breathing is simply the inhalation means taking in oxygen, exhalation means giving out oxygen. It is not controlled by enzymes, but the respiration is controlled by enzyme, because enzymes are responsible for the breaking down of the food into smaller pieces. Secondly, the cause of oxidation of glucose means the glucose on molecules, they break down and they form carbon dioxide, water and energy. In breathing, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. So this type of in breathing, the oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out, but here the glucose, it breaks down into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Energy is released in the form of ATP. Here no energy is released. Oxidation of glucose takes place. Exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide take place in breathing. It takes place outside the cell, it takes place inside the cells. So these are the simple differences. You can learn this. You have to learn these differences from the book. Now there are some respiratory diseases, very common, children. Every day we hear such type of diseases. First is the asthma. Now asthma is the disease that is caused due to allergy. And at that time, the respiratory passage means our trachea, the nasal cavity becomes swollen and constricted. So when the person is suffering from asthma, person complains about difficulty in breathing. Person coughs, and especially at night the cough occur. Shortness of breath occur. The chest becomes tight. There is a pain in the chest, as well as the blood pressure also increases. So if the person is having this type of symptom, so what the doctor do? Doctor give some inhalation of allergens, means some medicine which helps the person to fight against that allergy, because it is causing because of allergy. So those allergens, they help to fight the person to fight against those allergens. Like allergen, which are type of allergen which cause allergy? Allergens are which cause allergy. So like dust, molds, hairsprays, some perfumes, or some smell of some kitchen items. So this type of smells may cause the allergy in the body of the person. So air pollution like cold air, smoke, fragrance, drugs, all these types, if the person is not able to feel, the person don't like the smell of the such thing, definitely the person suffers from asthma. So at that time, what we should do if the person is suffering from asthma? First is the person should not go in contact with allergen. We should not go there where allergens are present. The person should avoid going to the public place. Person should not smoke. Person should not come in contact with the people who are suffering from cold. So why? Because at that time the situation of the person becomes worst, and the person is able to catch the infection. Person should always wash the hand by touching the items. So it will help to reduce the respiratory infection. The person should be vaccinated every year to protect against the flu virus and pneumonia. So these are some of the prevention that person should take care of during asthma. Now the second type of disease that is bronchitis. Bronchitis, as children we had studied that lungs, they contain bronchus, pipe-like structure inside the lungs. So if the person is suffering from bronchitis, at that time there is a swelling in the lining of bronchial tube. Okay, I will show you through the diagram again. If the person is suffering from bronchitis, now this is the bronchitis. Now in this part there is a swelling occurs. So because of this is the part where the swelling occurs. So because of the swelling, this is the part where the swelling occurs in these veins. So these are the bronchus. So if the swelling occur here, so the person suffers from bronchitis. So bronchitis is the swelling in the lining of the bronchial tube. So at that time the person suffers from breathing problem. Same way the person is not able to breathe. It also makes the tissue more irritated and the mucus is produced. Mucus means sometime when we have the cough and cold, then some sticky substance it comes in our body, so that is called mucus. It happens with us when we cough, so that mucus comes, so that is called that is why that is the symptom of bronchitis. So at that time a lot of cough comes out from the mouth of the person. The person complains about the headache, chills means thand lagna, chills, and mild fever. The person suffers from mild fever, short of breathness, wheezing, feeling of tightness of the chest. So these are some of the symptoms. So we can ask you during your exams, write the symptom of bronchitis. So these are the symptoms of bronchitis. Now bronchitis is usually caused by a virus. If there is a viral infection inside the body, so this type of disease occur. So as nowadays also we are seeing that the corona is also occurring due to the virus. So same way it is also occurring due to the virus, but this disease has the medicine. So if we take the medicine, that can be recovered. So this virus also enters inside the body through eyes, nose or mouth, or it also enters the body if the person comes in contact with the infected person. So the person should not go near to the infected person. The person should always take care of nose, mouth when the person is going outside, and the person should not come in contact with the pollutants such as chemical fumes. Chemical fumes means just like the smoke. If something is burning somewhere, so the person should not go near to those places. So these are some of the precautions that the person should take. That the person should wash the hand, person should avoid smoking, person should take plenty of rest and should eat healthy food, so that the body is able to fight against the infections. Now the third disease is pneumonia. Now pneumonia is very common in smaller children. Nowadays we have the vaccination of pneumonia. So but some people they don't take. So what happened during that time? There is an inflammation. Inflammation means burning sensation. Sometimes we call na ki jalan ho rahi hai in the food pipe. So near to the tissues of lungs there is an inflammation. So inflammation, it is a condition when the body becomes red. swollen, hot and painful. So these are the conditions when the person suffers from pneumonia. Now symptoms, which type of symptoms the person gets when we go to the doctor. Doctor always asks us that what you are feeling, which type of symptoms you are getting. So these are the symptoms. So at that time when the person coughs, there is a pain in the chest. Fatigue means chakkar aana. Fever, nausea, shortness of breath, सांस लेने में दिक्कत होना. So these are some of the symptoms of pneumonia. Now causes of pneumonia, it is caused due to germs only. So it can be caused by bacteria, it can be caused by virus. So what we should do, we should prevent the entry of germs inside the body. So which type of preventions we should take? So flu, common case of pneumonia, we get a shot of flu every year to prevent seasonal influenza. So shot of flu every year to prevent seasonal influenza, because this type of problems occur during the change of weathers also. If rainy season is there, summer season is there, winter season is there, so sometime this type of problems occurs. So when such type of problems occurs inside the body, then also the person suffers from pneumonia. Now the person should also when the seasons comes, when the person suffers from such type of disease, so at that time the person should take care. Secondly, the person should wash hand with at proper time after eating, before eating and after coming from the washrooms, etc. Smoking should be avoided by the person. And the fourth is the healthy diet and rest should be taken by the person. The fourth disease is the last disease of in this chapter. This is tuberculosis. It is also called TB. So it is mainly the infection in our lungs. So this is the bacterial infection. When the person is suffering from tuberculosis, person sneezes a lot, coughs a lot, talks a lot, laughs a lot and spits a lot. So these are the main things that occur during tuberculosis. Other than that, the symptoms, when we are going to the doctor is going to ask us the symptoms. So what we can say, that coughing, we are suffering from coughing, we get fatigue sometime, fever, chills, loss of weight is occurring in the body, loss of appetite means bhook nahi lagna, and sweating at night, रात को सोते हुए पसीना आना. So these are some of the symptoms of tuberculosis. Why the tuberculosis occurs? It is also a bacterial infection, and it also passes from one person to another. If the person is suffering from tuberculosis and some normal person goes, so it will the person will get infected by the infection. So tiny droplets, when we sneeze, tiny droplets comes out from our mouth, from the nose. If that droplet goes to the body of other person, that cause the disease, that is the tuberculosis. Then how we can prevent that disease? So we should nowadays, as we are covering our mouth with the mask, so same way we should cover our mouth with the mouth and nose with the mask. Covering of mouth and nose at the public place help to lessen the risk of transmission of disease. The person should avoid spending time with anyone who is suffering from active tuberculosis. We should know that person should not, any person, if he is suffering from the tuberculosis, we should not spend time with that person. We should not come in contact with that person. So if the weather is not so cold, then switch on the fan, open the windows and blow inside and outside. So if the germs enclosed and stuffy room, if the closed room is there, so germs, they are always present all around in the room also. So if coughing is there, the person is not able to breathe properly, so at that time the person should open the, instead of switching on the fan, the person should open the windows and blow means taking air in and out. So person should breathe in and should breathe out, so that will help the person to prevent. So now this is all about the chapter, children. The chapter is over. The video I will send you in your WhatsApp group, as well as the PDF of question and answers I am going to send you in your WhatsApp group. But all of you have to read the chapter properly, because this time we are going to give you the question and answers from the middle of the chapter also. Thank you, children.